Hi, everyone. Let me know if you guys can hear me, if everything sounds okay, if you can see everything. All right, we got a couple people joining. Happy to see you guys. Hello. Hi, Florinda. Hi, Vivi. You have James and Carla. Good, perfect. Hi, TJ. Hi, I am Smith Berry. Hi, how are you? Thank you so much for your donation. I really appreciated that. Hi. Hi, Marla. How are you? Christy Ann, Barbie. Oh my God. So happy you guys are all here. Hi. Awesome. How are you guys feeling? The Sagittarius new moon is like so many different things. It's like so good. It's so positive. It's so clarifying. I'm really, really excited. Yes. Happy to be live with you too. Yes, yes, yes. I've been looking forward to this for all week. I knew I was going to go live. I had such a great time last time, so I knew I was going to go live again. So I'm so happy that you guys were all able to join me. If you could let me know where you're from, that way I can kind of get an idea of like what time is best for everyone. Um, I'm in Eastern Standard Time, but like if there's a time that's better for everyone or a time you guys prefer, just let me know, okay? Good. You guys are feeling good. James, did you see my text earlier? No, I didn't. We got Maryland, we have New York City, Savannah. I heard Savannah's gorgeous. Orlando. Awesome. I'm in Florida too. I used to live in Orlando actually. Barbie says positive reads. Hopefully, yeah, I hope so too. We have Alberta. What is KCMO? Awesome. Carla's from Florida as well. We got a lot of Florida people in here. Woo! Awesome. Kansas City. That's awesome, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start shuffling the cards, okay? We're going to start getting the energy going for tonight. Like I said, it's a really, really interesting energy. Very, very interesting energy. Marla, that's funny. Yeah, I used to go to UCF. James says, beginning of chat. Sag married to female Scorpio, 16 years, future. And what's up with her Pisces ex? Stay tuned till the end. I'll pull cards for as many people as I can at the end, okay? So, again, before we start, I want to say thank you guys so much for being here. I'm so excited and so happy you guys could all join me, okay? The way that I do the live streams is we start off with a personal guidance spread, okay? And I love this because I think the thing that we're all starting to realize is that we have to focus on ourselves, okay? We have to focus on getting ourselves in the right position that we need to be in. And if where you need to be and where you are completely different, that is priority number one, okay? So we're starting with ourselves tonight. So we're going to do the personal guidance spread. We'll pull some oracle cards. Then we'll switch gears and we'll do the love reading, okay? At the end of the love reading, I will open it up for questions. I'll pull cards for people, okay? So stay tuned until the end. Also, while I'm here, wanted to let you guys know that I am getting started on Instagram, okay? I've already got some stuff over there. So if you do have Instagram, Join me over there so you're notified whenever I do giveaways or when I'm doing a live video or something like that. Facebook's also good too. It posts at the same time to Facebook, so that works as well. Another question I get a lot about is about Rising Community, my community group that I have. I will leave the information for all that down below, but it is an amazing opportunity for those of you who are ready to take control of your life. Okay, it is for people who want to make a change. And every Wednesday, I put out a module that is aimed at getting you to get to where you need to go. And the people that have been participating have really been seeing results. Okay, we're reading a really great book together, Awaken the Giant Within by Tony Robbins. And then every Saturday I do a reading. So it's a really good way to stay connected with the energy, to work on yourself and not just sit back and passively watch videos, okay? So if you're interested in that, again, I will leave that info down below. I get a lot of questions about that. What else? What else? What else? I'm going to pop into the chat really quick, and then we're going to go ahead and start pulling. Yes, hit the like button, show support. James, I'm loving your energy tonight. Florinda, thank you. Marla, happy new moon to all. Awesome. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get started, okay? Most important messages. Most important messages tonight for the Sagittarius new moon. What does everyone watching here need to know? Where do they need to focus at? What's going on? Most important messages. All right, one more. Okay. All right. All right, guys. So overall energy, look at that. Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Headspace, we have the Son of Cups, definitely. In the heart space, we have the Judgment card. Your goal going forward, we have the Four of Wands. Where to focus your energy, we have the Six of Wands. The lesson or the challenge to learn in this cycle is going to be the Eight of Swords. The action for you to take, we have the Six of Swords. What to avoid or the blocks is the Two of Pentacles. And the outcome of this cycle is the Seven of Cups. Bottom of the deck, we have the Daughter of Swords, okay? So right now is not really a time where where you're going to feel like being super out there, okay? Even though it's the holiday season, even though we're supposed to be, you know, interacting and mingling and family and all of this, it's definitely more of a time where you may feel like you're kind of wanting to pull back and kind of watch the action and not necessarily be in the action. You might be, you know, really focused on something specifically, okay? There might be something in your life that hasn't materialized or something that, you know, didn't come to pass and you're still needing to put more work into something. So I feel like, you know, right now you're kind of you're just doing you, working on you, trying to kind of put things together for yourself. And there's definitely a lot of new vision going forward, new things that you're going to be putting in place, new things that you're going to be starting, okay? Like a lot of you may be starting at a new job, or you're moving to somewhere new, or you're working on a new project, or you have this like really big new vision that you're trying to ground down and try to bring into reality. Likely something that you've been thinking about for a long time. Likely something that's come up, been really heavy on your mind, like as of the past couple months. Okay. And it's kind of at the point now where it's like, it's now or never. Either I do this now or I'm not going to do it. Like that's the feeling. Either I'm going to do this right now or I'm never going to do it. This opportunity may not ever come around again. And because of this, because the fact that this opportunity right now is so like you're needing to take action on it, you're definitely doing a lot of thinking about it. Not just, thinking like about all the logistical stuff and the analytical stuff. Yeah, sure, you're thinking about all that stuff, but you're thinking about how do I feel about this? Like how do I feel about this right now? Okay? And this is different for everyone. Like everyone watching right now, you know exactly what I'm speaking to. There is a situation in your life right now that's really weighing on, it's not just weighing on your head, it's weighing on your heart too. And right now, it's about emotionally getting comfortable with where you're at. Because the path that you're taking likely has some emotional, I don't want to say consequences, but it's just got some emotional weight to it, some like emotional tie to it. Like it's not just what it is. Like it's easier said than done. It may be something that you want to do, but it definitely has, it's got some weight attached to it. It's a big deal. It's a big change. And you guys are all doing different things. You are all doing big, big, big things that you've likely never done before, or things that you've been putting off for years, dreams that you've had, projects you want to do, places that you've wanted to go, places that you've wanted to live. It's just like, I've got to do it now. That's the Sagittarius energy. That's like making you want to do this, like these far out, like big things right now. Okay. So that's kind of like the big thing. Now, another big thing that's probably coming up for a lot of you is this Judgment card in the heart space. Okay. And this is, I'm getting this a couple different ways. For some of you, you're having to really, and I mean truly, truly, honestly, let go of the past. And I'm talking about things that happened years ago, things that you have been salty about, things that you have been bitter about, things that you have just been holding. You may not even have realized you were holding on to it until all of this, like Venus retrograde in Scorpio and all, Mercury retrograde that we just got out of literally yesterday. Like so many things have probably come up for you that you're having to really deal with. Like, and the good thing about this, you guys, is once you deal with it, it's dealt with. It's dealt with. Like you've probably been pushing it down and not been dealing with it because it's been difficult for you to face. But I think now you're finally at a place where you're like emotionally ready to deal with it. You're mentally ready to deal with it, where it's not going to completely run you over. Like you're at a period now where you actually can close the door on things. And for some of you, this is going to be relationships, like things that have happened in relationships. This could be friend, family, romantic, like things that happen that really, really hurt you. You're finally able to let it go. And it's not even that you may not even agree with that person. It's just like, for the sake of my sanity, for the sake of my mental health, for the sake of just not wanting to feel like this anymore, I release this. I let this go and I free this. Like I'm freeing this. Like I'm not I'm not carrying this baggage. I'm not carrying this weight around with me anymore. I'm not going to bring it into the new year because, again, you've got new stuff to think about. You've got new stuff on your mind. You can't bring the old stuff in. Like, my favorite quote that I always remember is you have to pay for your new life with your old life. So if you're holding on to your old life, your new life is not coming because you won't open up and you won't just let it go. You won't just let it go. You've got to let it go so that you can have new things come in. Okay. For some of you, this is going to be a job. This is going to be a job you've been at forever. People may love you there. They may absolutely adore you. That company may have treated you so well throughout the years. Or it could be a career path that you're in that you've been doing that people know you as. They remember you as this specific person, and you're having to let that career go. It's just gotten past the point of, like, either you're just really done with it. You're really done with it. You've made peace with it, or you've just got something better. You've got a better offer. You've got something that is more intriguing to you. You've got something that is going to serve you, something that is going to bring you where you need to go. I feel like 2019 is going to deliver people to where they need to be. Like, that's what I feel like. Like, that's why this year has been so, I want to say, like, slow. It's been a really important year. Like, it's been a highly important year. Okay. You likely have seen some things about yourself, about other people that you never realized. And now that you've been self-actualized, now that you're self-aware, in 2019, you're going to get to where you need to go. Okay. And that's the goal here. The goal is to celebrate how far you have come. Like, really, honestly, take a pause and look at how far you have come. Like, honestly, think about it. Like, think about where you were this time last year. Like, where were you? And think about where you are right now. Like, seriously, pat yourself on the back for that. Like, you guys have done amazing. You've done awesome this whole year, and it's time to just kind of sit in that energy. But I also feel like you're kind of doing it solo. Like, like I said, there may be a lot going on. It's the holiday time, right? There may be a lot going on, but I feel like this is something that you're kind of enjoying silently with yourself. Okay. Furthermore, where to focus is on the 6 of Wands. So look at all of the darkness that you have escaped. Look at all of the issues that you've overcome. Look how you've risen above your problems. Like, the problems you had are no longer problems. You see how you're going to solve them. You see how you're going to be able to get out of them. Like, it's not that big of a deal anymore. Things that may have been gripping you, the chains that may have been keeping you held back, they're broken. Like, they're done. They're done. Like, it's really time to just fly. Time to fly. And the lesson that you've learned from this is that you are way too much in your head. You are in your head too much. Too much. And there may be legitimate issues, like legitimate problems, but a lot of it has been you just standing in your own way, or fear standing in your way that you've created from things, or from not understanding things, or have never have experiencing things. And quite frankly, I think it's from things that you've been holding on to. These things have been holding us back. Like, they've been holding us back. The weight and the baggage that we've been carrying from the past has been holding us back. And it's time to learn that past life does not define you. What happened last year, 5 years ago, 20 years ago, 100 years ago, doesn't matter. Like, it does not matter. Like, it's okay to let those things go. They don't define you anymore. You don't have to define yourself by the things that people used to know you as. You know, you're not that person anymore. And you don't have to worry about convincing people about how much you've changed. You don't have to convince people of that. You're going to show them in 2019 by your actions. Okay? Don't worry about anything or anyone that's leaving your life. It'll all make sense as time goes on why those people or things or situations could not be there. Okay, because ultimately it wasn't going to be good for your soul's growth. It wasn't going to be good. It was going to hold you back. It was going to hinder you from doing the things that you do, because let's be honest, we keep company with people who aren't always the best for us, but they're comfortable. They know us. They're familiar. But that's the thing. Like, in order to change, you have to get rid of the things that are familiar. And that's going to be really scary to people around you who know you as a certain way, or it's going to make people who are stagnating, it's going to make them look at themselves and go, whoa, 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 you know? And I know that's like crazy to think that people who you love and care about you like would feel that way, but you have to remember that we're all on our own separate journeys. We're all experiencing things differently. And when you're doing something different and you're changing and you're evolving, that's going to make other people have to take a real hard look at themselves, because guess what? We're all each other's mirrors. We're all mirroring each other. So when you see someone doing something different, that makes people look at you like, oh my gosh, like, what am I doing or what am I not doing? Okay, so don't get in your head about things. Don't worry about what other people are thinking. Don't worry about what other people are saying. You know what you've been through. You know what you've experienced. You know what you've gone through. And I'm telling you, in the end, the people who are meant to be there at the finish line, they will be there with you. Okay, the people who were meant to enjoy your life and enjoy this growth with you, they will be there with you. You don't have to worry about, am I hurting people's feelings? What are people going to think? Yada, yada, yada. No. This is about you, but it's in a healthy way, okay? That's the thing. That's another thing I want to talk about. It's in a healthy way. You're not stepping on anybody. You're just taking care of yourself and doing what you need to do, probably for the first time in a long time. Okay? Now, the action to take here, 6 of Swords. So again, you have 3 cards of victory. Like, literally, like, this is a week to just celebrate your journey, to celebrate the success that you've had. A lot of you have closed out, or you're in the process of closing out really big cycles. And it's important that through all the heavy energy, through all of the shifts, through all of the change, that you take some time out to just say, wow, like, look at yourself in the mirror. Like, look at yourself in the mirror and say, look how far we've come. Like, look what we have done. Look what we have done. Look at where we're at. You know, look at where we're at. And let me tell you guys something. This is just the beginning. This is literally just the beginning. Like, 2019, I hope you guys are ready for 2019. It's going to be a big year. It's going to be a big year. Okay, lots of changes that needed to happen for a long time. Okay, lots of changes that needed to happen for a long time that you haven't been focusing on, or that you've been deprioritizing because of other people and other situations. You're finally going to be able to look at where you're at and what you need to do. Now, what to avoid? What do you need to watch out for? What's going to be your blocks? You have the 2 of Pentacles. So right now, things are going to be unstable. They're going to be a little uneasy. Don't freak out. Don't freak out. Okay? This is okay. It's okay that things are off balance. Like I said, people are leaving your lives. Friends are leaving your lives, family, relationships, etc., jobs, careers, income streams, things are leaving your life. Money may be weird, okay? It's okay. Things have to get a little unsteady before they get steady again. And that's okay. Like, that's a part of life. Don't undo all the work that you've done because things aren't the way they used to look. Okay? That's going to be the thing. Things aren't going to look the way they used to look. So you can't freak out when the ground starts shaking. It's shaking, it's rearranging, it's getting everything in place to where it needs to be right now. Okay, so don't try to overly control things, or, if something is just not right, just breathe through it. Just breathe through it. Pray about it. Have faith that everything's going to work out. Know that it's fine. It is fine. Everything that's happening is happening for your greatest good, even when it doesn't seem like it. That's why it's so important to keep your faith strong. Okay, like, keep your faith strong. Now, with that being said, the outcome of this cycle is the Seven of Cups. Okay, so things are going to be a little weird. They're going to be a little weird. Things are going to be a little unclear. You're going to have a harder time reading situations, reading people, reading people's true intentions. You're going to be likely looking too far into what people are saying. And it's because you're readjusting. Like, the perspective and view that you had is not the same one you have. So things that you maybe used to brush off or not really think was a big deal might be a big deal now. Or things that used to be a big deal to you might not be a big deal anymore. So it's kind of like things may be a little bit unclear and uncertain, but again, just stay with it. Okay, just stay with it. Like, just go with the flow. You're going to get through all of it. Okay, I'm going to pull one more clarifier for the Seven of Cups, and then we're going to pull a couple of oracle cards. Okay, so clarifying the Seven of Cups and the outcome, please. Ten of Swords in reverse. So, yeah, there's going to be some lingering situations here. There's going to be some lingering things that are going to be difficult. You're going to have a difficult time reading them. You're going to have a difficult time sorting through the real meaning of something. Or, should that thing leave my life? Like, is that thing genuine? Is it for me? Like, did that person mean what they say? Like, there might be a little bit of I don't know. Okay. But again, remember all the work that you've done. Remember where you're at. Remember what you're going to. Remember what the vision is. And if something is derailing you from that, or it doesn't align with that, isn't aligning with you, isn't resonating with you, then that's something to kind of throw into the discard pile. Okay, or something to not put your attention to, or something to not let bother you. Stay focused on where you're going, on what you're doing. Okay. So let's pull a couple of these messages from the universe. Okay. These are going to be, I feel like, very, very important. Okay. Hugely important. So most important messages for everyone watching this right now. What does everyone need to know? Pull 3 messages. Okay. So the first one says, the moment I realign with love, clear direction is presented to me. So this is so important. Like I was just talking about here, you may find it hard to differentiate between what's staying in my life, what's leaving my life, what's good for me, what's bad for me. Like things may be kind of blurred right now. And I know there's some like Neptunian action going on where like boundaries are being blurred. Okay. But when you're in one of those moments, when you're like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, this is when you need to ask for guidance. Like, you need to ask the universe for help. Okay. You need to ask God for assistance, for guidance, for a sign. As long as you stay in a loving and positive energy, anything that is not on that wavelength will literally retract from you. Like, it'll be so blatantly obvious what is not in alignment. Like, you'll just know. You'll just know. Okay, so you have to really trust your intuition right now. You have to really just be aware. Just be very, very aware, okay? Now, next card. It says, I do whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness. So again, this year may have been a huge awakening to you. Don't allow things or people or situations to get you off track, to get you out of awareness, okay? Things that are going to blur your consciousness. Like, really stay close to yourself this week. Stay close to the universe this week. Stay close to God, okay? Follow that. There's going to be so much input, okay? So much input that you need to really filter out what's real, what's meant for you, how you feel about that. Like, no matter what you're listening to or who you're talking to or what you're watching, like, think about, how does this apply to me? What does this mean to me? And don't allow yourself to be drawn off in different directions with things that don't align with you. It's very, very susceptible to that happening. Now, the final oracle card for us is, I create mindful moments throughout the day, reminding myself that I am love and miracles are natural. Okay? So, like this said here, like, being very conscious is going to be very, very important. You want to stay very, very clear. Okay? So, find a ritual, find a way to do this, find a way to check in. Okay, maybe do it at like a certain time frame, where every time I drink water or every time I have a meal, I'm going to like reset and kind of realign. Okay, also remember, you are love. Love, like love, 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 love. That is the big, big thing. Love. Give love to everyone in every situation. That is your protection. Love is your armor. Love is your armor. If you love people, that is going to protect you from everything. From everything. Okay? It's going to show you what you need to show. If you're showing love to everyone, you'll see who's showing love back, and you'll see who isn't showing love back, or what situations aren't love. It's going to become very, very clear. And miracles are natural. Like I said, you guys, things are changing right now. Things are changing. And there may be a situation in your life that you're thinking that there's no way that's going to happen. There's no way this is going to turn around. That's it. That is it. It's done. It's over. Don't sleep. Okay? Don't have your mind all made up. Like, miracles are happening right now. Like, it literally is the season of miracles. Okay? So don't discredit anything. Don't count anything out. Like, believe. Believe, believe, believe. Love, love, love. All right? So that's our personal guidance message for the week. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you guys found that really helpful. I'm going to pop into the chat really quick, and then we're going to get set up for the love reading, okay? So I'm going to scroll back up and see what I missed, what was going on. Marla was loving it. Bun Bun. Nikki. Yeah, I knew you guys would need this. Nikki was called to this. Yes, welcome. Tasha, good for you, girl. Naki's feeling very light and letting go after moving on. Awesome. Amazing. Yes. Oh, good. Good, 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 good. I'm glad you guys are resonating with this, that this is making sense with you, or for you, rather. So, so happy. Okay. All right. Let's get set up for the love reading, because I feel like this is the part that might be involved when it comes to the relationships and the boundaries and stuff like that. Things may be very like wavy there, okay? Those. And we have these. Okay, so this is going to be the love reading. Love, love, love. So I'm going to do a spread before the reading for the person that you are watching this for, okay? To kind of see where they're at, what they're going through, okay? What's on their focus. And then we're going to go into the spread for both of you, okay? So most important messages. Most important messages in love regarding that other person. Okay. All right, so their overall energy, we have the Three of Coins. How they are thinking, we have the Wheel of Fortune. How they're feeling, we have the Five of Cups. In their external environment, they have the Ace of Coins as well. So they also, like you, are starting something new, okay? And the outcome of the cycle for them is the Nine of Cups. Bottom of the deck, look, Knight of Cups. This is the Son of Cups that came up in the last reading. Okay, so you guys are definitely in a very similar place here. Their overall is the Three of Coins. So they're leveling up, okay? They're wanting to take things in their life to the next level. They're wanting to add something to their lives. It's very possible that this year they've been very stagnant, or they've been very singular, or things have just not really been going as quickly with them as they want to, and they're ready to bump things up. They're ready to accelerate things, okay? They have the Wheel of Fortune and how they think. So they realize that this is all, this is not in their control. And I think a lot of us have realized that this is not in our control. Like, we are at the mercy of the universe, and whatever is supposed to happen is going to happen. And they also know this too. Like, they have kind of just surrendered to that. And for some of them, that might be a really sobering idea, like to think or know that they're not in control the way that they maybe thought they were. Like, they maybe thought that they could manipulate a situation, or they thought that they can make things work. They thought, and this is going to be for many different reasons, but I feel like for them, realizing that they can't control a situation and that things are just going to happen in their life no matter what, I think has given them a little dose of reality. Okay. They may have been like almost backed into a corner, like kind of like, yeah, this is kind of what it is, and they're just kind of having to accept that. They also are experiencing loss, okay? Like the same way that you might be like losing things in your life, losing people, losing relationship, losing career, losing money, whatever that is, they also are going through the same thing. Same thing. And they're having to emotionally deal with what that means. You know, what does this mean for me? Okay. Their overall is the Knight of Cups, but look what's underneath. The Six of Swords. Same card that was in your action position, okay? Like they are having to just move forward. They're having to just move forward with life, whatever that means for them, okay? But they're moving into a more positive place, a lot more positive than I feel they've been, okay? In the outcome, jumping ahead, they do have the Nine of Cups. So whatever changes are happening, though they may have been initially upset about it or may have initially felt the loss about it, they ultimately realize that it's for their greatest good, that it's the best thing that was supposed to happen. And that's just the way things are. Now, externally around them, we have the Ace of Coins. So just like you, they also are starting new things. There's new things in their life that are having to begin. So this is just a really quick read to kind of get the energy of where they're at. And you guys are very much so on the same page. So let's go ahead and reset and reshuffle, and then we're going to pull the spread for both of you. So most important messages in love. Okay, we just had the Two of Coins pop out. We'll see if that pops out again. But I do think that is a good card. There definitely is I feel a balancing of things, okay? I feel like there's like an understanding. There's an understanding. If things have been kind of off, it's like, I don't want things to be off anymore. That's what I feel. I feel like a lot of people just don't want their lives to feel off anymore. Them included. Most important messages. Okay. All right, so your overall energy, we have the Page of Cups. How you are thinking about them, we have the Seven of Cups. How you feel about them, we have the Four of Cups. How you feel about the connection, we have the Page of Coins. The challenge for you right now is the Seven of Wands. The action for you to take is the Nine of Swords. And the outcome of the cycle is the Fountain card. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Now for them, their overall energy, we have the Judgment card. So look at that. Another card that came up in the previous spread. Okay. And I'm going to talk about that a lot on their side. How they are thinking about you. Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands. Oh my gosh. How they feel about you, the Sun. How they feel about the connection. We have the Queen of Swords. Wow. How the challenge for them is going to be the Death card. Some of you could be dealing with a Scorpio. Some of you could be dealing with a Libra. Some of you, it's a Leo. Some people, it's a really dominant air sign. Okay, again, a Libra, a Gemini, or an Aquarius. What they're going to do. Knight of Cups. So again, this is a repeating card for them. Huge, huge theme right now. Huge theme. Some of you could be dealing with a water sign. Again, a Scorpio, a Pisces, or a Cancer. And they're actually, look, Nine of Cups, okay? Nine of Cups, you guys. Bottom of the deck, Six of Wands. Six of Wands. So I know I keep saying repeating cards, repeating cards. because this is just it's so crazy because I feel like you guys are finally balancing out your own energies. Like you both have been going through your own things. You both have been experiencing your own lives. You both have been growing and learning and healing. And it's like finally you're at a point where you guys are more in the same page. Like a lot of the discomfort, a lot of the questions, a lot of the, oh, I don't know, has been because you guys have been repelling from each other. Like you've literally been repelling each other. But I feel like now you're finally at a point where your visions are aligning with one another. So it's more harmonious. Okay. Again, you're wanting to level up. You're wanting to take things to the next level. You likely know now what that future vision is for you and what you want it to look like and who you want to be there and all of that. And vice versa. They do too. They're more clear about that. And this is a success for both of you. It's a victory for both of you because, again, last year, this time, you did not know or you were not in this energy. Like you were not this happy about moving forward. You were holding on to things. You both were holding on to things that would not have allowed you to come together. You were not in position. You weren't in the same place and you didn't share the same vision. And that is changing. You guys are aligning more with one another. Okay. Now, this doesn't come without pain. Okay. This doesn't come without pain. Justice card. Okay. Like there are things to work out still. It's just that now you guys are in a more mature place where you can talk to each other and not yell at each other, not blame each other, not point the finger and you did this and you did that and I'm mad about this and I'm mad about that. You're letting go of all that. Like you're done with all of that. It's no more of this and that happened and I felt this way. No. You can talk about it from your perspective, how it made you feel, why you did that, and take responsibility for your actions. And I feel like there's going to be some truths that are also likely going to come out as well as this is all occurring. But again, the truths that are coming out are necessary. They're for your growth. They're so that you can move forward with absolute certainty and clarity and trust. And all in all, you both are very, very optimistic about this. You're very optimistic about this. Some of you could be dealing with an Aquarius, but the reason why things may not come together so quickly is because there is still things that you guys are still working on. There's still things that you're attached to from your old life, old behaviors, old patterns that you're still needing to deprogram from. But you're more optimistic now than you were before about it because you both have achieved this higher level of emotional maturity and emotional stability, and you're both able to put the work in. That's the difference. That's the difference between now and before, okay? So if you're communicating with this person, if they're coming back, or if you're getting into, you're meeting up or whatever, it's more mature now. You've both grown from a lot of your own personal issues, and you're not going to be projecting that towards each other. Your overall energy, we have the Page of Cups. So the way that you're approaching this person, the way that you're thinking about them, the way that you're seeing them is all very new. It's very new. And I feel like before you may have kind of had your mind made up about how things should go with them and thinking that you knew what was best, for the relationship and for the connection. I feel like you're coming into it with an open heart. With more of like I'm open to whatever happens. I'm open to what you bring to the table. You're able to, you have a new way of emotionally processing. So it's kind of just like, I feel like taking things one step at a time, baby steps for you, like getting a little taste of it and pulling back, feeling out where they're at, pulling back, Because now instead of reacting, you're going to be thinking about what's the best thing for me to do in this situation? What should I say here? What's the most appropriate and what accurately represents how I feel? Because before you may have, said something to them and then 30 minutes later or a day later or a week later or a month later been like, why did I say that? Why did I do that? Why did I act that way towards them? That wasn't what I meant. That's not the way I feel about them. But it was because you were working through things and you were projecting that at them. And now you've worked through it. Like now you understand, okay? Their overall energy, they have the Judgment card. Okay, so the same way that you're letting go and you're not carrying weight with you and you don't want any, bad blood, you don't want to have any drama and baggage going into 2019, they're the same way. They want to go into the year clear in every aspect of life. I feel like for them, this Judgment energy is not just with your connection. It's like with everything and everyone. But as far as the connection goes, I feel like they're finally going to be able to talk about something or address something, or it's like something's been on their mind. Like something's been on their mind for a long time. They may owe you an apology. You may have given them an apology a long time ago and they're just now finally responding, or you may have asked them something months ago and they're just now getting around to responding. Like they're finally able to like open up and say how they feel about something and say their final words on something. And I feel like once they say this, they're not going to want to go back. Like they've likely thought about this a lot. They likely know exactly the answer they want to say. They may have been pulled away because they've been crafting the perfect response, like analyzing, thinking, asking people for help, like totally putting everything all together. And the way that they're thinking about you, we have the 8 of Wands, okay? So they are wanting to communicate with you. I feel like whatever's been on their mind, they're ready to express it, or now they know how to express it, whereas before they may not have known how to express it, okay? But they are ready. They're ready to do it. They're ready to talk. They're ready to speak. They're ready to say what they want to say. Finally, okay? Now, with that being said, how you're thinking about them, you have the 7 of Cups. So whatever the situation was, and this is going to be totally different for everyone, like whatever that situation was, whatever they have to say to you, I think is going to really make you think, okay? Now, I feel like it's the energy that I'm getting, and we're going to clarify it. Like, I feel like they're going to have something good to say and something bad to say. Like, it's going to be like, yeah, this happened, but also this happened. Or, yeah, it's like they're finally doing something, but then there's like a catch, I feel like. I feel like there's something that you need to think about, or it might not resonate with where you're at, or it's going to make you have to rethink your plan and your vision. Like there's going to be something that makes you have to stop and think. And again, like we talked about in the last spread, like there may be a lot of different detail, a lot of input, just so much going on that I almost feel like this person's going to like come at you at a time where you're not necessarily ready. You're not necessarily expecting it. And it might catch you off guard. What they have to say may catch you off guard. It may not be what you thought they were going to say, or, it just may be something different because the way that you feel about them, then we have the 4 of Cups. Okay. So I feel like you're you're kind of having to, like, the way that you are emotionally, I feel like emotionally this situation is gonna kind of, remember how we talked about in the last spread about that two of pentacles, like things may be a little off balance. And I feel like this conversation with them, or right now with them, things may be like a little wee off balance. But the way that they're feeling about you, we have the sun. Like, they feel really, really, really happy about you. They feel really, really positive about you. Like, there's nothing but like warm and genuine and loving and caring feelings, okay? The way they feel about the connection, they have the Queen of Swords. So I feel like they're finally able to, or they're going to be being very, very honest with you, very, very direct with you. I feel there's like a little bit of, because the Queen of Swords, like, she is the way she is because she's been through something. I feel like they're kind of coming at you because the way they're coming at you, it's like they've been through something, they've experienced something, they've gone through something. Okay. So that their approach may be very direct. Like I said, I feel like they're going to come at you in a way, and you're going to have to take a second to like think about it. Like, you're literally going to have, you're not going to be able to just like respond right away. I feel like you're going to have to be like, hold on. Like, let me think about that for a second. Or like I said, like, let me like genuinely come up with my response. Because the response that you may have given them previously, like the person who you were previously probably would have responded in a different way than the person who you are now. Okay. And the way that you feel about them, we have the Page of Coins. So the way you have the Page of Coins and the Page of Cups. So like the way you're going towards them is very childlike. It's very new. Like, I feel like you're kind of having to feel them out again. You're kind of having to learn them, engage where they are at. All right. So before we go on, let's pull some clarifiers here and kind of get a little bit more clarity, because this is very, 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 it's very strange. Okay. So let's start with the Judgment card. Let's clarify the Judgment card for them. Justice. Okay. Judgment, justice. Like, I'm telling you, I feel like they're getting ready to, like, I want to say like unload something on you. Like, it feels very heavy. It feels very like something that's been weighing on them for so long. Like a response that I feel like they've been formulating and thinking about this for a long time. Okay. So that's going to be really, really interesting. Now let's clarify that Seven of Cups for you. Like, why does that have you kind of, thinking about this? Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands. I feel like more of what it is, it may not be necessarily what they say. I just feel like it catches you off guard, and it also further closes the cycle for you. Like, it further confirms everything that you know, and it's almost like it's that one missing piece of the puzzle that you've been missing. And it's like, oh, okay. Like, and I think when you get that clarity, it's going to be like, oh, I feel like you're going to be able to really just like offload some of the stress and the anxiety that you may have been carrying around with this. Okay. Let's clarify the Eight of Wands. Okay. So we have the Three of Cups and the Six of Wands. So for some of you, this person may have been in another relationship. Like, you may very well know about it. Like, it could have been like a marriage. It could have been a long-term committed relationship. And I feel like something with that is ending. Like, they have gotten, it's come to some type of resolution. Okay. For some of you, they may have been casually dating someone, casually seeing someone. Okay. For some of you, they may be wanting to kind of just enjoy themselves and have fun. Like, that may just like kind of be where they're at right now. But what I feel is like there's no bad blood. Like, I don't feel like whatever it is, like whatever they're telling you, I feel like it's almost like it's something there's like I that's why I was saying this is weird. I feel like there's like good news and bad news. It's like something wrapped up. Someone's going to wrap something up for you. It's going to tie everything together for you. But it's not going to be like maybe the full picture of what you thought. It's not going to have the conclusion that you thought of some sort. Like, it's going to be very helpful to you. But it's also, I feel like, going to have some aspect to it that is going to be like, huh, okay, let's clarify the Four of Cups. Ace of Swords. Yeah, there is some truth definitely coming your way. And like I said, I feel like it really helps you to kind of tie things together. Like, it helps you to tie everything together, but you're going to have to like emotionally process it. I feel like things are going to be a little bit like, okay, like that answers my question. But like, again, how do I feel about this? Like, that's your whole thing this month is like, how do I feel about what's going on? All right, let's clarify the Sun here. The Hanged Man. Yeah, it's like some aspect of this is having to be let go of, okay? Or like they're having to sacrifice something, okay? Like something is having to go. All right, let's clarify the Queen of Swords. Knight of Swords. I feel like they're having to, I feel like there's something that's happening very quickly in their life. There's something that they're needing to do like right now. Very similar to you. There's something that you're needing to do like right now, like vice versa. There's something that they're needing to do right now and like get it done. And they're very Knight of Swords, Queen of Swords. They're like very much so like, this is what I have to do. Like, this is what I need to do. I need to do it. And then everything's all going to work out. Like, that's the way I feel. I feel like there's going to be like, I know I keep saying this, but it's just what I'm trying to pull it all together for you guys. I feel like there's going to be like truth, clarity, like direction. Like, there's going to be like good and bad, but it's all going to be good at the same time. Like, it's all going to give you everything that you need to know. All right. And let's clarify the Page of Coins. Five of Coins. So yeah, I feel like there's going to be like, you know that what you're doing, like where you're at and what you're doing, you have to do this thing alone. Like what you want to do, what you want to accomplish, what you want to get done, you have to just face this lesson so you can get it what it is that you ultimately want here, okay, in the Fountain card. The challenge for you is the Seven of Wands, okay? So again, like I said, there's still more things for you to go through. There's still more things for you to experience. There's still more things that you have to get together for yourself. There's still obstacles for you to come through. And for them, their challenge is going to be whatever this situation is that they're having to attend to, like whatever this is that they're having to just like put their energy into. Just like you, there's things in their life that are having to come to an end, cycles that are having to transform. But the thing is, it's the Death card. So they're dying to be reborn. Like if something is happening or something is ending or something is not going the way that you thought they were going to go, I feel like this is temporary. Like I feel like this is kind of one of those cycles where it's like everything really needs to just completely burn out so that everything can come back together. And that's going to be the thing where I think a lot of people, especially them, are going to get stuck on, is that you're not going to want to let go. You're not going to want to. This is why faith is so important right now. Like if you have strong faith, if you really believe in this, if you really want this to happen, you have to trust where you're being guided. Okay? You have to trust where you're being guided. Those of you who are going to hold on for dear life, not going to let things happen, it's going to be really difficult for this situation to go through its full transformation, okay? And I know that's like hard to hear. I get that. But again, you have to be strong. You have to have faith. What's coming up for you in the outcome is the Fountain card, okay? This is a card about just being. Just letting things be the way that they are, not controlling things, not having a specific outcome or an agenda, or like just not being attached. You have to just exist. You know, that's what this cycle is really teaching you, to just exist, okay? You have the Nine of Swords and your action. This is going to be a little bit anxiety producing, but again, you have to just persist. For them, their action is the Knight of Cups. Like what they're doing, this situation, it really helps them to figure things out emotionally. Like that's why this needs to happen. That's why this needs to happen. You have to just let this occur for their growth. Like, you know that you've been through a lot, right? Like, you know you've been through a lot. And you know that anything that the universe places in front of you is a lesson for you to learn. Like, whatever situation that you're presented with is going to offer you something that you did not have before. And I feel like they have a situation in front of them that's going to offer them something that they did not have before, but they have to go through it in order to learn it. And you have to be willing to go through your own lesson. And you have to both be very focused with where you are both at. The outcome for both of you is extremely positive. You have the Fountain card coming full circle, being totally strong with yourself, being within, self-sufficient, trusting, okay, like coming all together. And they have the Nine of Cups. Like whatever this is that you guys are about to face, it is going to be the thing that bonds the two of you together. Like it's going to be something that you guys go through that you're never going to question ever ever, ever, ever again, like, are we meant to be? Do we love each other? It's going to be like, yes, duh, obviously. Never going to experience that. Never going through that again. Like, that's how profound this time is going to be for both of you. It's going to be just the little under that you guys go through to bring you right back up stronger. Honestly, it's going to bring you stronger than you were before, deeper than you were before, but you have to just allow it to happen. Okay. Let's pull some clarifiers here, and then we'll get to the oracle cards, and then we will do some questions, and I'll pull cards for people. Okay. So let's clarify the 7 of Wands. Okay. Ace of Wands. Okay. So the challenge for you is going to be moving forward with that thing that you're passionate about, that thing that we talked about in the first spread, that Ace of Pentacles, that thing that you want to start, that thing that you want to do. You need to go and do it. Like, this is the time for you to do it. It's likely that you both are doing something that you both need to do at the same exact time, so that when you guys come out the other end, you both have accomplished what you need to accomplish. So don't wait. Don't wait. If there's something you've been putting off, something that you need to do to get your life in a better position, do it. Do it. Okay, start doing it. Let's clarify the Death card for them. Six of Coins. Okay, so the challenge for them is going to be reciprocating. Okay, so whatever it is that they are going through, like the situation that they have to experience, I feel like it's going to be hard for them to be fully engaged in it because they're going to be so focused on you. Like, vice versa. You're going to be really focused on them. When you're moving forward and you're doing what you need to do, you're going to be wondering, like, oh my gosh, how is this going to work? When are we going to come back together? Like, what is this? Like, what is going on? And they're going to have a hard time staying engaged with whatever it is that they have to do. Okay. Let's clarify the 9 of Cups for them. What are they feeling? Two of Wands. In this time frame, they're going to be thinking about that direction ahead. Like, that's what they're focused on, and that's where you both need to be. You both need to be focused on the long term, not on the short term. If you're worried about short-term feelings, short-term things, that is what keeps you stuck. That's what keeps you right here. You have to keep focusing on what is coming up in the future, what's going to benefit us in the future. And that's where they're thinking. They're thinking more long-term. They're thinking about the direction that you're heading into. Let's clarify the 9 of Swords for you. Six of Cups. You're going to be thinking about them. You're going to be thinking about the memories and the past and everything you guys had. But again, you're both doing that. That's the thing. You have to remember, like, if you're ever wondering, like, are we both feeling the same way? Like, yeah, you are. Okay. So it's okay. But you just got to stay focused. That is the thing that's going to hold you over. You have to stay focused on your vision, on the vision. Let's clarify the Fountain card for you. The Hierophant. Okay. So it's very likely that through this time, you're going to be guided. You're not going to be alone. You're going to be shown the path. You're going to be shown what you need to be shown at the times you need to hear or when you're ready to experience it. Okay. So as you continue to move forward, as you have the strength to move forward and you do what you need to do, like a little reward for you that's going to come up from time to time, or these little pieces of information that are going to keep you going. Like the things that are they're going to keep you in the loop of what you need to know. And that's why it's so important to stay connected with yourself, to stay connected with the universe, so that you're not missing out on the information and the insight and the guidance that you need. Okay. Let's clarify the Nine of Cups for them. Okay. So we have the Two of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. So I'm telling you guys, whatever it is that they need to do, like whatever it is that they come forward and they're telling you about and they're talking to you about, again, it may not be the thing that you want to hear, but it's the thing that needs to happen. That's the thing. You have to start thinking about what needs to happen versus what you want to happen. You have to give up the fact that you don't always know what is best. Like you can't see your entire life's path, like that's the universe's job, like is to keep you on path of where you need to go with what you ultimately want. The universe knows what you want. It is going to give you what you want, but you have to believe and you have to have faith. If you fall off and you don't, you're not going to get what you want. But if you do, for them, they get complete emotional stability, happiness, balance. Okay. You come full circle. Learn everything that you need to learn. Like it just is a really good situation for everyone. All right. So let's pull the Oracle cards here. Actually, let's pick these cards up and we're going to do a whole Oracle spread. Okay. All right. So most important message for the person watching this video right now. Okay. What do they need to know? Most important message. There we go. Okay. We have chemistry, right? Most important message for your person. We have wedding. And for the connection. We have playfulness. Okay, so for you, we have chemistry. So when it comes to this person, you have this just absolute magnetic bond here. This is for a very specific reason. You need to, no matter what, have faith in that bond. Like trust that bond. Trust what you feel. Okay? Trust what you feel. Don't get too upset with what you see. Okay? You have to be paying attention to your feelings. And that's the hard part, is logic and emotions. They're very, very different. Okay? Know that you do have a very strong connection with each other. For them, they have wedding. So the situation involves a marriage. So for some of you, like I said, this person is married. There's something going on within the marriage there. For some of you, there's like a they're getting out of their marriage, basically. Like that's falling apart. That's coming apart. They're separating. That's going to be dissolving. Okay. For some of you, they're preparing and getting ready for this in their life. Okay. So like I said, some of them have to do something. Like some of them need to do something before they can move forward with you. Like I feel like for some of them, they need to like get their whole life together. Like they need to do And this is going to be, I'm not even going to say because it's going to be different for everyone. There's so many different scenarios. And like, watching this, what that person needs to do. Like, before they would ever be in a position where this is possible for the two of you, there's some scenario that they need to get themselves out of. Okay. And that's why I'm saying, don't worry about what you see. Don't worry about what's going on. Like, if they're getting out of their marriage, don't ask questions like when, how, what's going to happen with us? Like, no, like, just let them get out of it. Just let them do their thing. Like, you really just have to, I feel like you're needing to let them handle this themselves, because if they can handle this themselves, they are going to learn what they need to learn in order to be who you need them to be. Okay? So again, pay attention to what you feel, not what you see. Now, the connecting card between the two of you, for the two of you, is playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So I feel like things have been very serious between the two of you. There's been a lot of heavy energy. It could have been heavy external energy. It's time to lighten things up. Like, the whole side of your spread, you had a lot of pages. Like, it's time for you to just be more childlike, more fun, more imaginative, more playful, more light. Okay. If they're in a really heavy situation, the last thing they need is heaviness from you. Like, they don't need heaviness on both ends. They need you to just be the positive, guiding light for them while they get out of whatever it is that they're needing to get out of. Okay. Like, this is not a time to like try to pick fights and things like that. Like, likely for them to have gotten where they are right now, it took a lot of challenge, and they don't need you to knock them back down. Like, no one needs to be knocking anyone back down. We've all gone through our own thing this year. We're all healing. We're all picking ourselves back up. No matter what this person has done or what the situation has been, you don't need to make it any harder. Okay, keep things light, keep things fun, keep things playful. In the right time, everything will come together. Stay focused on the vision. All right. Now let's pull a card from them to you. Like, what would they want you to know, or what would they say to you, or what's the most important thing for you to know? Free yourself. Free yourself. They want you to free yourself. Whatever situation you're in, whatever challenges you're having, whatever you're stuck in, they want you to get out of it. Because when they get out of their thing, and likely for a lot of you, this is like another relationship or a marriage or something, when they're out of whatever that situation is, they want you to be ready for them. So you have to pull yourself out of whatever situation you're in, whatever that means for you. Okay. And they're not going to be there to help you. Like, they're not going to be there to help you. That may be the truth bomb, because you may have been waiting for them. Okay. But they can't help you with what you need to work on. You have to work on your own problems. They work on their own problems. They want you to free yourself. Okay. Another message to them, or a message from you to them. Soulmate. You would just want them to know, like, I'm your soulmate, you're my soulmate. Like, we know. Like, we know. There's no more questioning here. Like, it's not a question. It's like, yes, you're my soulmate. You're not interested and much more outside of them. You may say that sometimes, but you know how you really feel. Like, you know. And because you know that you have that magnetic attraction, like, you know, whatever happens, you're still going to be drawn to them. Like, you know that whatever happens, whatever you need to do, whatever they need to do, you're at a point where you're able to allow each other to do what they need to do. And they are asking you to really do what you need to do. Okay. Like, they likely know or have felt your stagnation and they want you to get going. Like, they're encouraging you to do that. Okay. All right. Another card for the connection here. We have unrequited love. Okay. So right now, what you both need to understand, both of you, this is not just one of you, this is both of you. You both need to understand, or you're starting to understand, that this is a journey. This is not, it's not a sprint. Okay, it's not about the short term, it's about the long term. Right now, you both just need to focus on doing what you need to do. The connection, the way it was, it's not going to continue on like that right now. It can't. Because when the two of you are so connected to one another, you're unproductive. Like, you both don't do what you need to do. You're so wrapped up in each other. You're constantly thinking about each other. Your energies are too wound up in each other. Like, you guys have to just kind of do your own things right now and do what it is that you need to do right now. Okay? For the greater good of the connection down the line. Okay? So right now, it just is what it is. There's no hard feelings. There's no hard feelings. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing that you did. There's nothing they did. It's just the place that you guys are at. And it's a good place to be. Okay? It's a good place to be. Let's pull one more card, and then I'm going to open it up for questions and pulling cards for people, okay? There it is. We have new love, okay? New love. So for some of you, what this means is you're moving, not letting go, not moving on. You're just going to go experience something else. You're going to have an experience that's going to be very, very important for your soul growth and your soul development. It's likely that they're also going to have an experience that's going to help their soul growth and their soul development. And this doesn't mean that it's doomed, it's over, it's forever, that's it. This has all been a scam. Like, no. That's the type of thinking that's going to keep you held back. Like, if you're thinking like that, if you're getting like really upset and really triggered by that, that just goes to show that you still need to grow. You know, you still need to grow into this place of unconditional love, you know. And that's the thing. Like I said, what you both go through right now is going to deepen the love that you have for each other. It's going to deepen the trust that you have for each other. It's going to solidify even further that you guys are soulmates. Like, it's going to deepen that so much. Okay. And the love that you guys are going to get out of that, like what you guys are going to experience out of that, is going to be big. Okay. So I hope that this reading has helped. I hope it's given you some clarity and a taste for what's to come. And I hope, above all, like, the big thing that I want you guys to understand is if you resonate with this, if you've gotten to this point, congratulations. Like, this is testing how far you've come. If you're on a journey and you're not getting tested, you're not growing. You're not growing. You know, when you grow, you're going to be presented with difficult situations to see how you react to them. And based upon how you react to them is gonna show the universe how much you really have honestly learned and grown. Okay? So stay strong. Stay strong. Focus on your vision. Focus on where you're going. Focus on the direction that you are going in. That's the only thing that matters. There's no point in looking in the past, worrying about things that are happening that are outside of your control. It's taking you in the wrong direction. Move forward with vision, with purpose, with a mission. Okay? All right. So I'm going to put these cards back. Okay. I'm going to jump in the chat. I'm going to see if there's any questions that anyone has. And I will pull cards for as many people as I possibly can. Okay. So I'm going to go back up. Nikki and Marla, you guys are awesome. Carla, you're very welcome. Not sure how to take that, Louise. Lovebird said, I was watching a tarot reader and she definitely drained my energy and took my hopes. Damn, some people are so negative. You know, I think, you know, you have to really, when you're watching tarot, you have to be in a right place. You can't have an expectation of how you want the reading to go. You have to be open for what's to come, you know, and some people aren't open to hearing what needs to be said and what the messages are. And, you know, that's, some people can be negative. I do agree with that. I try to deliver my messages as positively as possible. But sometimes it is what it is. And it's for help. Okay. Said he came in, gave promises, asked for forgiveness, and backed away. So not playing this game anymore. And you don't have to play that game, Lovebird. You don't. You have free will. You can do whatever you would like. Tasha says, I'm aware of the changes and know he's going through his changes, and now I'm giving him the space he needs, and I'm working on myself and loving myself. I will be ready for this union. Tasha, that is amazing. Like, that is exactly the energy that you have to be sitting in right now. Like, it's all about unconditional love, working on yourself, loving yourself, not having hate, resentment, pain, not being triggered. You have to work yourself to that place where everything's okay. Every outcome is okay. Marlis is 100% clear for me. Awesome. Tasha says, I believe, I trust, I'm being obedient. People think I'm wasting my time, but they don't understand, and I don't need to explain anything to anyone. It's not going to be up for discussion. Amen. Carlos says, so true. Had to walk away from my son and daughter-in-law. They were very toxic. Made me so ill. Trying to heal. Good for you. Agreed. We are both focused on the long game. Yep. Tasha does meditation. She listens to gospel. That's amazing. Adian says, is my son going to come home soon? I am going to pull like romance angel oracle cards. Specific questions like that get to me privately. Marla says every single message resonates perfectly. Divine timing, yes. Robin says, breathe, thanks. I'm trying to live and let my person come to me. But I feel compelled to tell him exactly how I feel. I haven't been totally honest with that. What should I tell him? No, I think right now, Robin, to be honest, any words, like any exchanges will likely make things more difficult. Like, it's not going to change the outcome of what's going to happen. Like, what's going to happen, you both taking your own paths, you both doing what you need to do. Think about how you feel. Like, they feel the same way. But at the same time, they had the Queen of Swords. So they're being more direct about it. Like, they're not trying to sugarcoat and like play the feelings game. Like, that's not where they're at. You know, talking to them really may honestly upset you more. It may hurt you more. Like, it may not, that may be something that you need to kind of just like talk about with God, with a friend, with someone else, and kind of like pull that all together. Like, there's really very, very, very little need. In fact, it may make them feel more guilty or worse for like what they have to do. So that's my opinion. I think that you should just kind of keep, like the reading says, keep things playful, keep things light. You know, there's no need to make the energy heavier or more emotional than it needs to be, because they may not be in a place to process it. Carla says, is there gossiping going on about me? I'm a Cancer. I feel knives in my back. Can't shake this feeling. Yeah, like right now it's going to feel like that. It's going to feel like people are talking about you. It's going to feel like you have a target on your back for what you're doing, because likely you've risen above things. You're more involved with yourself, you know, you're taking care of yourself, and that makes people uncomfortable. It makes them, you know, look at where they're at. There's going to be envy. There's going to be, you know, those types of feelings. So the best thing that you can do right now, stay strong, stay close to yourself, stay close to God, ask for protection, you know, and just stay focused on what you need to do. When you're ascending and you're moving forward, there's going to always be a target on your back. And if there wasn't a target on your back, you wouldn't be doing something right. You know, when someone's moving forward, they're going to be talked about, you know, good or bad. That's just how it is. And the more you can kind of just accept that, you know, the easier it's going to be. Think about a really big celebrity. Think about someone like Kim Kardashian. Okay. Like, we probably all know who she is. If she probably feels this on a daily basis. She knows people are constantly talking about her, constantly criticizing her, good or bad, saying things about her. But she doesn't let that stop her from moving forward. She just keeps moving forward. She does what she wants to do, and she doesn't care about the opinions of others, and doesn't let that prevent her from moving forward. Okay. I know that's difficult, especially when you're probably like a really kind person and you really want the best for people. Not everyone's going to share that perspective with you. Okay. And I know that's really hard. And I have felt that as well. So I get that. I totally understand that. And of course, being a Cancer, that's going to make it more difficult. You're going to be more sensitive to that. But, you know, just really focus on your strengths, focus on your core. And again, just stay positive, stay in that vibration of love. Even if you feel people are talking about you behind your back, just send loving prayers for them, you know, just love them. Don't get down by it. That's how you empower yourself, is just by loving back. Okay. Suri says, hi, is my Libra X my twin flame? You have to ask the universe that for yourself. I cannot tell you if you're a twin flame. In a reading, I might be able to pick it up, but like, if you're not sure, ask for a sign. Ask for a sign and you will know. Okay. You ask, will we come into union? Should I let him go? Again, the reading that we just talked about, that is just kind of where the energy is at right now. Like, that is really where things are at. If you have like more, if you want to go deeper into that, again, get with me in a private reading. But if you are concerned about union and letting people go, like, that's not where you should be right now. Is just focusing on the present moment. Okay. Focusing on what the energy is for you right now, what you need to focus on right now. If you're focused on union, that's not going to come. If you're focused on yourself and what you need to do and putting yourself in position for union to where that would be possible, then again, once you're in that place, those types of questions will be answered for you. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. You are all welcome. You're all welcome. I know that right now things are very strange. Like it's good. It's good because you likely know where you're going. Like your path ahead has likely been illuminated for what you need to do, but it is going to put a target on your back in a sense. People are going to be looking at you, talking about you, wondering what you're doing, why you're doing that. Like someone said, people are telling her she's wasting her time. Like people are not going to understand. They're not going to want you to be happy. Like they're going to think they know what's better for you than what you know about yourself. So you have to just stay strong in your faith and truly, 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 truly love all people. Love everyone that you come in contact with. Just give everyone a loving vibe, so that no one can ever say, oh, they're like this or they're like that, Enough love, perfect love. Okay. I'm going to read something to you guys. This is my favorite verse, and it's so speaks to this. And I've been reading this and I posted this as well. Okay. It says, love is patient and kind. Love is not jealous or boastful or proud or rude. It does not demand its own way. It is not irritable and keeps no record of being wrong. It does not rejoice about injustice, but rejoices whenever the truth wins out. Love never gives up. It never loses faith, is always hopeful, and endures every circumstance. Okay, so right now, that is something to really keep to yourself. Okay, like really keep it with yourself. Really keep that energy of love, 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 love. You are love. You have nothing but love to give. That is going to be the only thing that's going to cast out the hate and the fear and the doubt from your life. Okay. His favorite says, what will happen in my life in 2019? Hit me up for a 2019 reading. I'm going to be releasing those likely within the next 2 weeks. Okay, I'm going to do a reading, 2019 reading for each sign. So you can stay in contact for that. The cards that I will pull for you guys are Romance Angel cards. So if you want a card pulled for you, just let me know, and I will get a message from you. I also will pull, if you would like a Universe Has Your Back deck card, let me know, and I'll pull one of those as well. Okay? So I'm going to be on here for another 15 minutes if anyone wants a card pulled. His favorite, should I stop talking to my ex right now today? Based upon the reading, I feel like it's best right now to focus on yourself and on your vision. Right now, if you're really, really focused on a particular person, you're going to want to take your focus away from that, because that's going to hold you back from what the guidance is for you. Like everyone right now just needs to be focused on their path, what they need to work on. So if your ex is not, a part of your future vision, they're not contributing to that, or there's something they need to do, or if they're not like with you like this, then there's no need. Like there's just no need to continue. It's just going to hold you back. Okay. Marla Kid, loving the nails. I actually just got them done. Aiden, I don't know if I'm saying that right. would love whatever card you feel for me. Let's pull one of these for you. Okay, we have give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. So this is saying whatever comes up for you, whatever happens for you, don't give up. Realize that working on yourself and working on the vision is a part of the partnership. A lot of people think that a relationship means that it's, we have to do everything together, make all the decisions together. And it's like, no, sometimes you have to give that person space. They need to give you space. You need to get your head right. They need to get their head right. Like, doesn't mean you just throw the whole thing away. You give up. That's fear. Your fear is going to say, oh, that's it. That's done. It's over. Toss it aside. But if you want growth, you have to be willing to withstand through the hard times, like I just read in that verse, love persists even through challenging circumstances, even when you don't know what's going on, even when that person, isn't maybe doing what you want them to do. If you really love them, you will let them do what they need to do. And if you really love yourself, then you wouldn't let yourself get bent out of shape over what they're doing, So if the idea of like whatever's happening, just let it happen. Let it happen, learn the lessons from it, and you're going to get there's going to be better benefit from that, okay? Siri says, please pull one for me and a universe has your back, okay? So this is for Siri. Okay. Siri, your message is stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Okay. So for you, this is pretty much saying very similar to what it said for idiot. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but just stay optimistic. Don't allow yourself to get worried about what's going to happen and is this going to happen and all these questions. Like, know that everything is working out for you in your favor. You'd have to stay positive. You have to stay upbeat. You have to know that this is just something that you guys are having to experience and face together. Like, together. If you give up, if you, lose sight of what is important here, like, you're going to get off track. It's going to erase everything that you've done. Faith is going to be your best friend right now. You have to have faith that everything is going to work out. The bottom of that chapter that I just read, it says love, it has like faith. Love has faith, hope, and something else. Like, yes, like love is all of those things. You're not overextending yourself. You're not being crazy. Like, if you really do truly love this person, then you do go through that cycle with them too, okay? So that's really important for you, to staying positive and having faith. Keeping your vibration up, staying in the vibration of love. If you are down, if you're staying down and people think they can attack you, like, they likely will, okay? Most important message. Okay, so for you, the same card comes out that came out in the spread. I do whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness. So this is the important thing for you, is about staying close to God, staying close to the universe. Like, you have to right now. Like, that is the only thing that is going to keep you afloat right now. Like, you really just have to trust and be with him, honor him. Like, you have to. That's so important. So important. Okay. Let's see. His favorite. I know I already asked, but I didn't get a card. Can I get one? Whatever the universe wants to tell me. Won't ask anything else. Aw. Okay, let's pull a romance card for you. This is for his favorite. Worth waiting for. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Okay? Divine timing. That's it. Knowing that it's not on your timeline, it's not on your time frame, it's not when you think, it's when the time is right. So use the time right now to work on yourself, to work on your vision, to get yourself in a position that you would want to be in, ideally, if things were going to work out. Okay? Suri, you're welcome. Tasha, I agree with you on that because I graduated from high school 22 years ago and got the need to enroll. And I got into university. I'm excited and happy my guy isn't around. Big distraction. Yeah, it's likely the things that you need to do. If this person was there, they'd be a huge distraction. They're not going to add anything. They're going to take away. The universe is going to take things and people and situations away from you that aren't going to add value to you, always. Because there's something that you need to do. You're welcome, Aiden. And I know I keep saying your name wrong, but you're welcome for the Aiden. You're welcome for the confirmation. Marla, can you pull one card from my friend Nicole? She had to leave the chat. I think she would appreciate anything you might pull for her. Sure. This is for Nicole. Again, worth waiting for. Same message. Same message. Worth waiting for. Yeah, it's all about divine timing right now. All about divine timing. Okay? Tasha, I'm going to pull a Universe Has Your Back deck card for you. This is for Tasha. Most important message for Tasha. Okay. For Tasha, it says, I find a deeper meaning in personal growth amid the discomfort. Like, perfect card. Perfect card. You know, you obviously would rather this person be here with you. You'd rather, you know that, you know, you want them there. But again, it's not the right thing. And in this time, while you work in university and you're with yourself, you're going to grow so much and they're going to grow so much. And you're going to understand why this all had to happen. You're going to understand why this just could not possibly work out right now. And that's the reward. Like, what you get out of this, the lesson that you learn out of this is going to be so, so important. Okay, so I'm actually really excited. Really, really, really excited. His favorite, you are welcome. Siri, you're welcome. Yes, keep faith, faith, trust, faith. So important. Marla, you're so sweet. Please click like for me. Yeah, give me a like. Ah, you guys are so welcome. So, so, so welcome. So I think that's everyone that's here, I think, has gotten a card. If you haven't, let me know. I have 5 more minutes that I'm going to be on answering questions. Thank you guys all for being here. Like I said, I really was so excited to do this. I knew it'd be super important, and I knew that this would just be so great. Tasha, you are so welcome. I appreciate you. I appreciate everyone here. You guys add just as much, if not more, value to me than I think I provide to you. Like, being able to connect with all you guys and hear your stories and hear what you're going through means the world to me, especially those of you who comment every video and I see you every single time. That means so much. Marla, one from the universe has your back deck for Nicole.
Sure.
Okay, so again, another repeating card from the spread, which means these are very important messages. It says, I create mindful moments throughout the day, reminding myself that I am love and miracles are natural. And that's what it's really about, just staying in the vibration of love. And as the day gets challenging or thoughts come up, I'm just realizing that the best way to get through this is going to be staying as close to your heart as you possibly can. And even if things seem impossible, even if it's like, oh, that's never going to work out, that's never going to turn around, know who's running the show. This is not being run by a human. The universe, God has different abilities than we do. So don't count anything out. You guys are so welcome. So welcome. Aiden says he sent me a heartstone I got in the mail today. Same color as your video picture. Your video popped up as I opened it. Oh, that is so awesome. And you know what's funny is when I was picking the thumbnail for that, I initially was going to pick a beach. That's normally what my thumbnails are, like a beach of some sort. And something said, put the water. And it was like specifically like really blue water. So maybe that was intentional to get your attention. How crazy is that? Marla, you rock. No problem. No problem at all. You guys are so welcome. Yep. That's a synchronicity for sure. That was meant to be. Yeah, I know that the people who are drawn to my videos, you're drawn for a specific reason. And typically there's like one or two, especially for these lives, I feel like there's always like a group that was intended for the live. You would not be available for this if you didn't need to be. So that's the universe at work. That is, really how it goes, And he is a Sagittarius. Yeah. This Sagittarius season is pretty big. This moon is really big. I think it's really good. I think if you utilize it, if you accept it and you just go with it, it's going to turn out really well. Awesome. All right, so I'm going to close this out here in a minute, but you guys are free to keep talking. The chat will likely stay open, I think. I think it stays open for a while. But yeah, I'm always available if you guys need to talk. Just check out my website, check out my sessions. I'll be coming out with more videos soon for second half of December, and then 2019 videos will come out soon. Suri, yeah, as soon as I end this, I believe it's like already there. Like I think you can like access it immediately and you should be able to get back to this. You can see the chat, everything. You'll be able to get this whole thing again. Marla, you have a great weekend as well. Blessings, 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 blessings. You know, God bless you guys. Seriously. You guys are so welcome. This was, like I said, it's so much fun for me. And I love that I get to do this. I really, really do. All right. So that's it. That's our 2 hours. I will see you guys for the next moon. I can't remember what it is. Is it a full moon in Gemini, I think? No. I don't know. I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Have a good night. Thanks for being here. Bye.